And on a Monday morning, we're just going to keep on singing. Great big fins of painted steel. Man, it looks just like the Batmobile. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a Corvette C8. Looks a little different than the ones you see on the showroom. That's because it has aftermarket vertical doors installed by Brandon Bocchino. We're going to talk about it in just a moment. A gearhead heaven here.
I would say George is a little excited, Kayla.
He has a really good voice.
He does have a good voice.
I'm impressed. I want him to sing some more for us.
That's so good. That away, George.
Santa, your laugh makes me happy. I'm in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, you certainly are.
And it always makes us happy, too, when science guy Rick Croslin blows stuff up. We don't know if he's actually blowing stuff up today, but he is prepared to teach us a lesson about liquid nitrogen, so we're optimistic.
We are. We are here for it, indeed. And hey, if you haven't sent out Christmas cards just yet, how about including a picture of Santa and the family pet? Santa is here this morning to tell us how you can do just that. Right, Santa?
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Oh, good morning, everybody. It is Monday, December 5th. Thank you so much for joining us. December 5th. Isn't that crazy? We're just
rolling by.
Santa, are you ready?
I'm getting ready.
Busy month for you. How are things going?
Mrs. Claus has been organizing those elves, and I tell you, the Lego department is big this year.
Oh, is that one of the things on the kids' wish list this year?
Huge. Yeah.
Well, speaking of toys, this morning, Toys for Tots contacted us, and they're in need, you guys, gifts for girls ages 9, 10, and 11 to be able to finish the orders that they have. So we're kind of giving a shout out to everybody. If you have it in your heart, if you have it in your wallet, perhaps to give back, this is a perfect thing to do.
Yes, Wish TV is once again teaming up with Toys for Tots. They need new unwrapped toys for kids up to 14 years old. So go ahead and scan the QR code that you'll see on your screen. You can find out where to drop off those toys. And one of those locations is right here at our Wish TV studios during normal business hours.
Yeah, so there you go. WishTV.com/toys. Okay, I think George is just pepped up and ready to go. So maybe we should toss it back out to him. George, man, that Corvette would look good under your Christmas tree.
Yes, it would. It's a little rich for my blood. But Brandon Bocchino and Brian Matthews are here. Brandon is the man who put the vertical doors on this baby, and Brian owns the car, and he actually works for Chevy. So he's plugged in on the Corvette C8. Brandon, let's talk a little. There's a real functionality to these vertical doors.
Yeah, of course. So the functionality here, so several of my clients, they're either older, taller, such as yourself, and this vehicle is a bit harder to get into, right? With the new functionality with these doors, it allows you to get in and out of the vehicle without scuffing the door panels, without actually causing any harm to the vehicle. And if done correctly, it turns out fantastic. You both have the exotic look of a $200,000 car, while also having the functionality to be able to get in and out of your vehicle easier.
Now, one of the things that I talk about functionality is if you have some sort of disability, these vertical doors just make life a whole lot easier, right?
Absolutely. And actually, one of my clients, Mark Owens, he's a double amputee Golden Army paratrooper. And before his vertical door installation, his car was almost impossible for him to get into. Now with his doors, it's a lot easier. He's able to get in and out without needing any assistance. And, he saved up his entire life for his dream car, so he absolutely deserves to be able to have it and use it properly.
Brian, let's talk about your car. What is it that made you say, I got to get the vertical doors on this baby?
Well, the car itself is the best C8 ever made, and it draws a lot of attention. But all these exotic $200,000 cars have these vertical doors, and this car deserves a door like that. And I did it more for the wow factor.
And you work for Chevy, and you're of the belief that this probably should be a stock option.
I wish it was.
Yeah.
I think that that is just an amazing feature, and it's so much easier to get in and out of the car, not to mention a lot less space in the parking lot, and don't have to worry about that large door dinging the car next to me.
Now, Brandon, if I bought a Corvette C8 and wanted to have the vertical doors put on, you can come out and do this in my own garage?
Yes, of course. So I actually worked on Corvette C8s in 46 different states, traveling 170,000 miles the last 2 years. I've done 149 Corvette C8s doing the vertical door installation, skirts and other aftermarket mods, but mainly the vertical doors. I come to you, whether you're in Vermont, Maine, California, Oregon. I come right to you, work in your garage, me and my team. Sometimes solo, but sometimes we got a whole army with us. It just depends. But we love working on these cars, and again, we come right to you. And for the month of December, every installation we do is Toys for Tots here at Wish TVA, guys. Thank you.
Hey, can we look? Can we see the doors open and close?
Absolutely,
Okay? Because I'm curious about the
Right here's the hinge itself to see the actual functionality here. But here on the actual car, so you're able to get in and out again without scuffing your door panel here. Comes straight down because your upholstery here has to miss, and then right in.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And
all one-handed. It just makes getting in and out of this car so much easier because, again, with this car door down like this, this is really hard space for anyone to get in and out of. So with this door up, just makes it that much easier, that much cleaner.
my man Brandon believes in the product he sells. Great big fins of painted steel. Man, it looked just like the Batmobile. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you.
Of course George would know that song, right? He didn't sing it like he
was
does.
glowing. I think that was his element.
I mean, that was super cool, though. But Santa, you don't have to worry about, like, car dings with your sleigh or anything, right?
I got the magic sleigh. It's more fun than anybody's anything.
That's kind of what I was telling Kayla, though. I'm like, man, we should have all cars have that because the car dings are a serious, that's a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
But that's a sharp car.
Incredible.
Has George been good enough this year to get something like that? That's the question.
Review your list.
George is improving.
Oh, he's improving. He's getting better. But hey, that's the question for you, for Santa. But today's question of the day for you guys, brought to you by Kitchen Saver Custom Cabinet Renewal. We just want to know, what was the favorite car that you've ever owned? And hey, bonus points if you drop us a picture in the comments. We kick things off with Betsy. What's Betsy saying, Kayla?
1969 MGB GT. Bought it when I was 15.
Oh.
I think I'm 21 years old here.
Oh, look at that. Okay, this is from Susan. My first car, a Mustang. It was fun, and the best part, the guys loved it, LOL. Oh, that's great.
I love that. And this is a 1987 Z24 hatchback. Great car
wow.
that I regretfully sold 16 years ago. Got me through a lot, and it was my home. I can't read the rest of that, but that's a beautiful car.
You know, it's interesting, though. I love people's comments on something like this because that one reminds me, I hate that I sold it because it becomes more than just a car, right?
Right.
It's nostalgia and so many memories, too, that you kind of just take with you throughout the journey of your life. So I always love hearing the stories about people who sold their cars and then they go and find them and then they get them back and then maybe they restore them. So that's really cool. Do you have one?
I've only owned, well, the car that I have, I've done a report on this, not very well. My son uses it as his own personal garb. Maybe I can talk to you about that later. But so I'll be happy when I can get a different car that I might treat a little bit better.
A little bit better.
It's a little older.
Kids
and
change.
It doesn't have goldfish crackers all over.
They change the dynamic of everything. We'll keep chiming in and sharing your comments.